lecture, that is lecture 4. And in the previous lecture, we have covered our directive principles that are from Article 36 to Article 51. In today's lecture, we will cover the fundamental duties, and these fundamental duties are contained in the are also in the part 4 and in Article 51A. Fundamental duties was not originally in our constitution. These are added later in 1976 by the 42nd Constitution Amendment. The 42nd Amendment of Indian Constitution, also called as mini constitution, and the fundamental duties section was recommended by the Swarn Singh Committee. Okay, it means there was a committee under the presidential power of Swarn Singh Committee that was constituted by the government earlier that year. Okay, the fundamental duties were added by 42nd and 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. In the 86th Constitutional Amendment, we have added the 11th duty, that is to provide the educational rights and provide to education to our wards, to our childs from 6 to 14 years of age. It means originally that these duties were 10, and by the amendment of 86, these were increased by 11. As of now, there are 11 fundamental duties. Citizens are morally obligated by the Constitution to perform these duties. This is the important of that citizens are morally obligated. It means if you don't obey these duties, there is no any court matter, any other, these are not justifiable in the court or many more. So let's start with our duties. As we have discussed earlier, that citizens are morally obligated by the Constitution to perform these duties. However, like directive principles, these are non-justifiable. Okay, any legal sanction in case of their violation or non-compliance. It means if you don't follow these duties, there is no any legal sanction against you. As we have discussed earlier, originally 10, these were 10 in numbers. We have increased these by 1 by the 86th amendment in 2002. And that was from to provide opportunities for education between the age of 6 and 14 years of students, your childs. This duty is for the parents of the child. So let's cover our 11 fundamental duties one by one. Our first duty is to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. We must respect these things. The second, to cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom, as we respect our freedom fighters. Third, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. We must take care in our acts, in our life. The next one, to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. Okay, if there is a condition, there is an unfair condition, there is a condition of war, then you could be call up to serve for the nation, then you must go there. The fifth one is to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transacting religious, linguistic, and regional or sectional diversities, to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. As we all know, there are many diversity in India, and except with this diversity, we have to promote the common brotherhood among the citizens. We should promote these things. The sixth one is to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. The seventh one, to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, as we must take care of these natural resources in India, in our surroundings, everywhere. As the government will promote also that plant a tree, save that tree. Okay. Don't waste the don't waste the water also. The eighth one is to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. Everyone must follow scientific temper. The ninth one is to safeguard public property and to absorb violence. It means don't involve in the violence or and save the public properties. The 10th one is to strive toward excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activities so that the nation constantly rise to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. This is our common goal to follow this. And the last one and the 11th is to provide opportunities for education by the parents and guardians to his child or a ward between the age of 6 to 14 years, as the case may be. Okay, this is all done in this lecture. Prepare your good quality notes